Today, on the death anniversary of our beloved foundress, Mother Bernarda Heimgartner, let us shed some light on the very personality of our dear mother. Mother Bernarda chose the cross, bore the cross, and triumphed over the cross. Her faith in the redemptive power of the cross of Christ was indeed a wellspring of strength, hope, and joy. Thanking God for each suffering, she called the most beautiful prayer. Mother Bernarda was prudent, clear, and resolute in her aims, calm and sincere in her dealings with her sisters and outsiders. She was understanding, considerate, and generous in forgiving. She bore loneliness and misunderstandings with great courage. She was inviolably true to anything she had once undertaken, especially to the aims of the congregation, which she saw as the will of God. Mother Bernarda's piety was simple and deep. Her unshakable trust in God helped her in times of uncertainty, suffering, and in need. She had the greatest reverence for the constitution's the Holy Rule, a rule according to which sisters could live in the spirit of Saint Francis. Mother Bernarda's religious life was a simple act of faith. She saw the congregation as a gift from God to actualize His plan according to divine providence. As we read the testimonies, we become aware of the shining example of a woman whose sole criterion was the will of God. She felt that she was called by a loving Father to collaborate as a humble handmaid in a work willed by Him. Humbly and wholeheartedly, she had accepted the task on the day of her religious profession and oriented herself day by day towards God's will, objectively and firmly, without fleeing from the sufferings it entailed. The strength to seek the good of the congregation at all times, no matter what the cost, came from her conviction that God Himself had entrusted this work to her. It prevented her from giving in to the temptation seeking compromises. She believed that once we know that we are working according to the mind and spirit of the Holy Church, our courage will be strengthened and our zeal animated. Mother Bernarda's supernatural attitude to her fellow being is best seen in the way she forgave. Countless painful and humiliating offenses were directed against her, which nourished her attitude of reconciliation. In moments of deep hurt and humiliation, Mother Bernarda remained silent. Most of her personal letters to the sisters as well as to the ecclesiastic authorities show her inner serenity, tranquility, and kindness that were typical characteristics of her nature. Mother Bernarda lived with the sign of the cross, a sign she left to her sisters as a true heritage. On the feast of the Virgin Martyr Lucy, 13th December 1863, our virginal brave sufferer was set free. The last words written in her dying hand were, "I forgive all those who caused me pain. May God have mercy on my poor soul. May God bless and preserve our institute."